Итак, ломаем стеклышко и все такое прочее. Мы и охотимся за кошмарами. Хочется, конечно, поздравить подписчиков с Новым годом, но, наверное, серия про ночные кошмары не лучшим образом для этого подходит. Да и Новый год прошел давно. Грустно. Хочется сказать что-то доброе, светлое, позитивное. О том, что аудитория очень маленькая, но душевная. Очень мило, что вы поддерживаете мои увлечения, что вам интересно наблюдать за происходящим, хотя, возможно, все привыкли к тому, что я играю в Данганронпу, и это прохождение даже никто не будет смотреть.
The song of Roland. Roland feeleth his death is near, his brain is oozing by either ear. With his brain oozing, it's already remarkable that he can feel anything.
Это коротко обо мне сейчас.
Ah, François Ier, Receiving the Holy Family, a painting by Raphael. Amber.
О, он таким голосом говорит янтарь, что нашел янтарь, и реально очень здорово, что мы его нашли. У нас больше бонусов к навыкам и всякое такое. Куда мы вообще идем? А мне интересно, куда мы идем. Служебная лестница. То есть, чтобы из картинной галереи попасть на второй этаж, это вот типа служебная лестница, да? Слесарное мастерство? Ну типа да, мы же замочки взламываем, всякое такое. Что у нас осталось? Логика, политика, уклонение. Обидно, что у нас нет ничего по логике. Ну, точнее есть, но мы его только прочли. Ну, допустим, я прочитаю про уклонение и политику. Ну, и про хитрость прочитаю, потому что это моя тема. Прям моя. Я очень хитрый человек. Вот, видите, насколько я хитрый человек? Я нашел якорцы в подсвечнике.
There's the alchemical symbol of the earth on the lid.
Загадочные заметки. Видимо, тут хранилось что-то связанное с нашей матушкой. Поэтому то, что мы открыли этот замок, дало нам плюшечку. Нет места для золотого эликсира. Нам только медочек бы. И это кажется он. Да. Это значит, что один медочек мы можем выпить. Но и золотой эликсир нам придется выпить. И тут же получить обратно. Люблю такие ситуации. Так, балкончик. Я хочу выйти на балкончик. А, нет, это не балкончик, это сад. В сад нам пока нельзя, ладно. Хорошо. Нам нужно идти в кабинет. Мы пойдем в кабинет. В смысле нам туда нельзя? А куда тогда можно?
Monsieur Johann van Vulner.
Не, к Вельнеру я точно не пойду в комнату. А вот в комнату Эмили было бы неплохо заглянуть. Было бы, но нельзя. Мне кажется, что нам сейчас будут недоступны в принципе все комнаты.
President George Washington. Monseigneur, His Eminence. Piaggi.
Короче, понятно, мы никому в комнату сейчас не попадем. Типа мы джентльмены и нарушаем покой других гостей. Значит, у меня нет другого выбора, кроме как идти вниз. Итак, чтобы попасть в кабинет Мортимера, надо пойти в малую гостиную. И ждать, пока он нас туда позовет, или мы как-то сами туда попасть можем? Идите в кабинет Мортимера. Хороший вопрос, а как? Молодой человек.
Monsieur Bonaparte, may I speak with you a moment?
May we?
Well, I'll be leaving you now. Shall we meet up again later?
Wait, monsieur. Any news of your mother?
Unfortunately not, no.
I hope to speak with her about my deal before I leave. Let me know if you find her. À plus tard, monsieur.
Попадите, блин, в кабинет Мортимера. Каким образом? Может, я могу спросить у слуги, каким образом туда попасть?
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service day and night, sir.
Yes. What can I find on the second floor?
That floor is strictly reserved for Lord Mortimer, sir. In the west wing, on the second floor, are his private chambers. In the east wing are the rooms reserved for Lord Mortimer's personal guests. At the moment, these rooms are reserved for Sir Holmes, sir. But only authorized guests may access that area. Does Sir have any more questions?
Yes. Can you briefly describe the ground floor, please?
Very well, sir. On the ground floor, there are mainly living rooms. Sir finds himself at present in the Grand Hall. From the Grand Hall, Sir can access, on one side, the small salon where the guests like to relax with a good book. From there, Sir can access the conference room, which is closed at present for preparations. That is where Lord Mortimer likes to gather all of his guests for talks. From the other side of the Grand Hall, Sir may access the dining room. That is where Sir's meals will be served. From the dining room, Sir may benefit from an exceptional view overlooking the island. It is also the best way to access the portrait gallery, where a large part of Lord Mortimer's works are exhibited. And in the gallery, Sir will also find access to the garden. But Sir may be reassured the building is accessible on both sides, so that it surrounds the garden in question. So, Sir should not find cause to worry. No one has ever gotten lost.
Yeah, except for my mother.
Has Sir another question?
What is outside on the island exactly?
Lord Mortimer has made a point of keeping the main part of the island in its natural state, sir. For security reasons, only the wharves and the gardens are accessible to guests. If Sir would like to walk along the wharves, he has only to follow the pathway used upon his arrival. If he would like to walk in the interior gardens of the manor, I would advise Sir to pass through the portrait gallery. May I help Sir in any other way?
Well, thank you for your time.
Don't mention it, my young friend. Regarding your question on the nightmare, don't hesitate to question the others about it. Maybe one of them knows more than I do.
That's a good idea. Thank you once again. I'll see you in a little bit.
Грустно, когда не знаешь, куда идти в своей жизни. Я вообще надеялась, что я тут смогу по-быстрому осмотреться и найти все, что мне надо, а вот нет. Как мне попасть в кабинет? Подскажите, отец.
Now you wanted to speak to me.
Thank you for everything, Your Eminence. I shan't take up any more of your time.
You are welcome, my son. I will be seeing you, Louis.
То есть сначала он назвал меня сын мой, а потом по имени. Ну, ничего плохого, в принципе. Свечи и бабочки. Забавно. Ладно, идем дальше.
Atrus, the Miller Brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it.
Итак. Мы снова в портретной галерее, где и были. Я не могу снова активировать этот механизм, да? И выйти в сад я тоже не могу. А что я тогда могу? Как попасть в кабинет? Я понятия не имею. Что это?
The song of Roland. Roland feeleth his death is near, his brain is oozing by either ear. With his brain oozing, it's already remarkable that he can feel anything.
Это все, конечно, очень здорово, но что мне делать-то? Наверное, мне нужна башенная комната. Безбашенная. Иных вариантов у меня нет. Я их не вижу. Прям вообще. Но я не могу туда попасть. А что если... Так, пробежимся. Игра, конечно, загадки подпихивает такие, что... Женщина, помогите мне, пожалуйста, женщина.
What do you want, Louis?
I've already asked you, but I don't remember the answer. What did you say to me about going beyond the nightmare?
Good heavens, you're losing your memory. I
Да.
haven't the least idea what it might mean.
Oh, all right. That's too bad.
What do you want, Louis?
What do you think of our last guest?
Well, I never thought I would get the chance to meet that Hispanic Casanova in the flesh. His reputation is well known. The gentleman collects lovers, including, would you believe it, the Queen of Spain.
I doubt that Lord Mortimer invited him for his charm, if you want my opinion. Emily, what can you tell me about the coming conference?
Sir Gregory and Lord Mortimer organize this kind of high society meeting every so often in order to consider the world situation.
But to what purpose?
Well, by bringing together the most influential people from the dominant nations of the modern world, they allow the mighty to discuss matters with calm clarity. There are precedents of armistices being signed at the end of these talks, you know. Talking while holding a glass of brandy makes things easier. You'll see. You're leaving me?
Unfortunately, I have things to do. Thank you again, madam.
Ты мне ничего не сказала и удивляешься, что я тебя покину?
Ce Jacques Perru? Huh, that's me.
Я даже в свою комнату попасть не могу. Наверное, это для того, чтобы я перестала бродить по коридорам. Что ж. А сюда мне вообще путь не открывают, да? Ну вот и что мне теперь делать? Ладно, побегаем еще. Где-то там была крошечная неприметная лесенка. Возможно, мне нужна именно она, но я проверю. Так, хорошо, эта лестница ведет вниз. А мне нужна лестница, которая ведет вверх. Эта лестница ведет вверх. Мне нужно было просто подумать логически.
So, what did my mother mean by going beyond the nightmare?
Это все, что мне нужно было сделать. Подумать, черт возьми, логически. Яйца?
A mynah bird.
О, какой хороший.
Sarah de Riche? Waldo, you know Sarah? Well, Waldo, is your master good?
Понятно, птицу надо покормить, что на что-то.
Let's take a closer look. Judging by the shape, I'd say they're Criollo cocoa beans. The chocolate of the Mayas, the rarest of the beans. Some even say they're an aphrodisiac. When a product is in fashion, people attribute all sorts of virtues to it, not to be given to animals. Dark chocolate beans. Very bitter. They're greatly prized in high society.
Мне кажется, он давал эти конфеты птице. А что, если и мы так сделаем?
A mynah bird.
Мне страшно.
Oh, what have I done? It looks like I've killed him. Oh, shit. I better not hang around.
Я убил птицу? Черт, а чем он его кормил тогда?
No, what have we got here? Oh, it looks like a model of a lock. It's as if Mortimer is fond of complicating things sometimes. Well, I hope I never have to try and unlock it. It's a book on the history of the Crusades. I don't think it has any connection with my research. That's what you generally feed birds.
Мне надо было этими ягодами покормить птицу, а я убила его шоколадкой.
Might come in handy.
Боже мой. Нет мне прощения. Я, может быть, хороший оккультист, но я ужасный животновод.
No, what have we got
Я
here?
бы еще алкоголь бы
It looks like
споила.
a model of a lock. It's as if Mortimer is fond of complicating things sometimes. Well, I hope I never have to try and unlock it. The Nightmare painted by Fuseli in 1781. Ah, this must be what my mother was talking about. Now just need to find out what she meant by go beyond. Hey, looks like it's mounted on rails on each side. It should lift up, I think. There must be a mechanism somewhere. The Nightmare painted by Fuseli in 1781. Ah, this must be what my mother was talking about. Now just need to find out what she meant by go beyond. Hey, looks like it's mounted on rails on each side. It should lift up, I think. There must be a mechanism somewhere.
Ну, Я не могу
I don't
вернуть
think this book can
назад
help me.
то, что не вперед. Птица могла бы мне помочь, там птица того.
No, no mechanism here. Nope. No mechanism here. Dante's Purgatory. Why does your mind presume to flight when you're still like the imperfect grub, the worm before it's attained its final form? Charming.
A ruble.
Which four-letter word could open this chest?
Пароль, да?
No mechanism here. The Nightmare painted by Fuseli in 1781. Ah, this must be what my mother was talking about. I just need to find out what she meant by go beyond. Hey, looks like it's mounted on rails on each side. It should lift up, I think. There must be a mechanism somewhere. Which four-letter word could open this chest?
Договор. Может быть, бумаги на его столе помогут мне определить пароль? Или...
Aha! I found it. Oh, what on earth is this? A ring lock now? Great. That's all I needed. It's a complex mechanism. Looks like the third ring is a bit seized up. It gets stuck on number 9.
Что там? Кармелитская вода, 4, да?
Looks like there's a marker on number 1 on the second roller. It's a complex mechanism. Looks like the third ring is a bit seized up. It gets stuck on number 9.
А.
Looks like there's a marker on number 1 on the second roller. Well, I got it wrong. It doesn't matter.
Я очень быстро восстановлю свои запасы, но, к сожалению, я не могу восстановить птицу.
History of the First Crusades by Pierre Amédée de la Salle. Hey, the dates indicate AL, and it looks like 4,000 years have been added to our calendar. Oh, that counting system again. The author is Pierre Amédée de la Salle, none other than the Grand Master of the Masonic Lodge of Paris. Now I understand why the dates are offset.
He's using dates based on the Anno Lucis, year 0 of the Masonic calendar, by adding 4,000 years to the Gregorian calendar. But I thought that calendar starts in March. The famous call from Pope Gregory VIII
5192.
in his Audita Tremendi Bull of 5,187. Oh, the crusade where Richard the Lionhearted distinguished himself. It states the first sea blockade of Saint-Jean d'Acre was broken in the 12th month of 5,190 AL, whereas the siege had been going on for 2 years.
Понятно. Он говорил, что он обожает крестовые походы.
Well, I got it wrong. It doesn't
Все-таки 0,
matter.
да?
Damn it. It doesn't work. 5,190. I was pretty sure it was right. Maybe I didn't use the right dating system.
Давайте попробуем.
Doesn't work, damn it. I really thought I was close. 1,190. Isn't the right date when you subtract 4,000? I must have missed a subtlety.
Может быть, попробовать 89-й год? Или 91-й? Легко исправить будет, если что.
Still not working. I get the impression I counted the wrong way. It must be 1 year more then, right?
Получилось.
Open sesame.
Обалдеть. И ради этого мы убили птицу и ходили целый час по коридорам. Нам же еще этот замок обратно открывать.
Let's see what you've been hiding, Lord Murderer.
Нам нужно мамашу найти, а не что-то еще. Прошу вас убедить президента Вашингтона не подписывать закон о беглых рабах. Передайте привет моей дочери Элизабет. Где же ты, Элизабет?
It shows the forces present in Africa. This is unexpected activity in this sector. It looks like there are also many unknowns, even for Mortimer. Weakness of the Human Psyche by Guillaume Trimore. Honey, the remedy of the gods. Weakness of the Human Psyche by Guillaume Trimore. He says, it is possible to drill an idea. To someone by constant daily repetition until the mind gives in. And goes on, there are hundreds of good ways to live life, but you only need one to convince the masses that it's the only one possible. The author isn't letting any ethical principles get in his way, is he?
Это Россия. Золотой орден закрыли в России.
This shows the forces present in America.
Ох, что-то чума. Очень странное письмо.
This is my mother's writing. I've picked up her trail. What is she up to? Obviously, she wants to lure Mortimer somewhere, but where? The only clue she's left for Mortimer is this stone sword. It must be intentional. It looks like a decorative sword, like from a statue, for example. And judging by the state of it, I'm guessing it's been left outside for a long time. I have absolutely got to find out where it came from. It's locked. Fine-looking map of the Orient, indeed. It shows the forces present in Europe. It's clear that France is surrounded by her enemies. However, a large number has been underlined in bold. 26 million. I know what it is. It's an estimation of my country's population. All our neighbors have far fewer inhabitants. something strange about this table. What kind of experiments does Mortimer carry out here? It's a dissection table. So Mortimer does autopsies here on his desert island. But who was he doing autopsies on then? The little surgeon's perfect collection.
Устойчивость к науке.
A skeleton by the name of Gustav, if the plaque on the plinth is anything to go by. Mortimer's given a name to his anatomy skeleton. That's morbid.
О, я и не такое видела.
His right hand is missing. Strange. I don't recognize the alphabet. I wonder where the pictograms are from. It isn't Egyptian or Hebrew. There are two inscriptions on the sides as well as on the top. No way to know what's underneath. Absolutely no idea what it's for, but I find this cue fascinating. Looks like obsidian or onyx. Must weigh a ton. These are feathers. Pigeon, probably. Some goat skulls, chicken legs. Now we all know what that's for. I'm a little surprised at Mortimer. I didn't seem as the type to be organizing little pagan parties, invoking occult powers, and dancing naked under the full moon. I'm more used to seeing cheap charms like this sold by charlatans in Pré Saint-Gervais. Look, a pack of tarot cards.
О,
Has he been reading the cards? Mortimer? That would surprise me.
ну-ка.
It is a typical draw on a line that answers a specific question.
Угу.
To the left, temperance, that announces a reward for one who patiently waits before taking any action.
Угу.
And in the middle, the chariot, which symbolizes triumph and business success. To the right, the emperor evokes a future full of power and stability.
Какой-то очень хороший расклад. Ни одной перевернутой карты, одни старшие арканы.
3 rusty old nails. They're about 20 centimeters long.
Зачем они тут?
That must be for writing the homing pigeon messages. Am I seeing things, or is that an actual von Leeuwenhoek microscope? Incredible. Mortimer really is at the cutting edge of science. Even at the Order, it took us ages to get one of those. A chest with a motif representing the alchemical symbol of fire.
Я открыл огонь, чтобы получить воду. И я не понимаю, зачем нужны эти монеты. Но я получил их очень много. Сейчас будет.
A table of alchemical elements. So, Lord Mortimer also studies alchemy? It seems like he's interested in everything. Preservation using formaldehyde. Just as disgusting as ever. Something strange about this table.
А уязвимость Мортимера я знаю? Нет, только устойчивость к убеждению к науке. А слабость у него к чему? Черт. Я не могу открыть эту дверь, так?
It's locked.
Значит, мне надо только выходить из кабинета, но он меня прибьет за птицу.
Oh shit. How am I gonna get out of here now? This looks like the same mechanism as the one on the other side. These cylinders rotate on the same central axis, so when I enter a number on one side, it corresponds to another one on the other side. The mechanism passes through the wall. The wheels are the same on both sides. Chances are the combination I used on the other side works on this side too.
Боже мой, это ж думать надо. Это шифр Цезаря, да? Это надо вспомнить, какой код был с одной стороны. С одной стороны было 5191. Если пятерке противоположен 0, проверим. Так, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. То есть это как счет на пальцах, да? Попробуем? А, стоп, там же единица. Если единица, то мне нужна шестерка. Хорошо, тут шестерка. Погодите, их еще и наоборот надо расставить. Так, хорошо, тут четверка, да? Упс, рука дрогнула.
This looks like the same mechanism as the one on the other side. Whoa, whoa. If the grid closes a bit more every time I enter a wrong date, I'd better not mess up again. It doesn't seem to be working. This looks like the same mechanism as the one on the other side. It looks like the same as the one on the other side. These cylinders rotate on the same central axis, so when I enter a number on one side, it corresponds to another one on the other side. The mechanism passes through the wall. The wheels are the same on both sides. Chances are the combination I used on the other side works on this side too.
А, так чем я думаю, там же шестерка должна быть, а не девятка.
This looks like the same mechanism as the one on the other side.
Ну, теперь дерни. Ей!
Well, I better not dwell on it then.
Мне осталось всего 2 достижения. Выяснить, откуда взялся меч. Да что ж такое? Вряд ли отсюда. Других скульптур тут нет. Я не хотел травить птичку. Я не хотел. Так, если я буду изучать политику уклонения, я могу сделать так и так. И мне будут доступны все навыки, кроме ловкости. Так, что еще я смогу выучить? Раз у меня хорошо развивается хитрость, надо развивать ее дальше. Хитрость — это очень нужный навык для меня.
This note is about a meeting with Lord Mortimer. There's no doubt about it. All right, I need to find out where the sword that came with it's from in order to find Mother.
Так, предметов у меня под завязку всяких.
You're joking, I hope. Don't tell me you've done that.
Really? How do you expect me to guess?
Oh, for God's sake, just ask then.
Успеется.
We must absolutely inform Sir Gregory. How long has he been trying to collect all the spears?
I must have brought him the first one 20-odd years ago.
Do you know if he has managed to get the original?
Well, in any case, he's got all the ones we had at the Vatican. He made me replace them with copies. But I don't understand your reaction. I'm sure it is nothing serious.
Ah, I can see very well you do not understand. You have done nothing less than sign our death warrants, and still you don't understand.
Someone is listening.
What? Monsieur de Richet, why not join us rather than fight?
Да я еще больше прокачиваю свою хитрость. Все, что я делаю, идет мне в прокачку хитрости.
Eavesdropping.
Well, I didn't want to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
Of course you didn't. So, my son, what can we do for you?
I was wondering if you might have seen an object like this here at the manor.
What are you playing at, de Richet?
I'm afraid I can't help you, my son. Ask someone who knows the manner better than I do. One of the servants, for example. One of them is bound to help you.
Thank you for your advice, Your Eminence. I didn't mean to spy on you, but you caught my attention. Your Eminence, I don't know what you said to Mr. von Volna, but the poor fellow looks positively crestfallen.
Not at all.
Don't you believe it, Louis. I was just telling Monsieur about Lord Mortimer's burning passion for holy relics. You must have noticed he's a bit of a collector. Well, for years he has been searching high and low to bring all the copies of the Holy Spear together. As I was coming here, I thought I'd bring him a few of them. That's all.
Be quiet, for God's sake. Please leave us, monsieur. His Eminence and I wish to finish our discussion alone.
Мы легко отделались от этого разговора, поэтому я думаю, что испытывать судьбу не стоит.
Monsieur Johann von Volna.
Не-не-не, я не пойду к нему в комнату. Наверное, мне стоит спуститься вниз и подумать. Где же искать, если не в картинной галерее?
A fragment of amber.
Она все еще ждет меня. Окей. Так. Ну, мяч точно не отсюда. О, а вот услуга. Я могу пройти в сад? Да, наконец-то могу туда пройти. Поговорим со слугой сначала.
I am sorry, sir, but the conference room is under preparation and is consequently inaccessible to guests.
Could you perhaps help me?
What can I do for you, sir?
Where did this sword come from?
From the garden, sir. That sword belongs to one of the statues in the garden.
Thank you very much.
Don't mention it, sir.
От души спасибо.
I am sorry, sir, but the conference room is under preparation and is consequently inaccessible to guests.
The sword probably came from this garden, but what could it have been used for?
О, как же тут красиво. Добрый день.
Well, Monsieur de Richet, what brings you here?
Так, секундочку. Я все время забываю, что для чего. Кармелитская вода?
To tell the truth, I was wondering the same thing about you.
It's rare for guests to wander about in the garden. I wanted to be alone for 5 minutes.
You look worried.
Worried? No. Resolved would be a more exact term.
Resolved to do what?
What's the point in answering? You wouldn't believe me anyway. I'll be leaving now because whatever it is you're up to, I do not want to know. Be seeing you.
Tell me, aren't you even curious?
Curiosity killed the cat, Monsieur de Richet. I admit, I may have judged you wrongly. Watching you seek out Mortimer's little secrets might even be amusing, if I didn't already know the consequences. See you later.
What happened to you, monsieur?
It's time for me to assume the consequences of my choices. I've sold my soul to the devil. Now it's time to pay.
Интересно.
Ariadne. In Greek mythology, she helped Theseus get through the labyrinth. Looks like there's a crack in the region of the heart. I guide the sword that will kill the monster. If I recall the Iliad, Ariadne is none other than the daughter of Minos and Pasiphae. She was in love with Theseus and helped him in his quest to kill the Minotaur in return for a promise of marriage if he defeated the monster. She gave him a reel of thread so that he could find his way back through the labyrinth, which was famous for being unsolvable. But once the beast was slain, the gallant was quick to abandon her on an island. Turns out heroes are not what they once were. Let's see. A crack as long as my finger. And what's going to happen if I've got it wrong? Ariadne. Ariadne. Try something else. Here's the famous Ariadne's thread, thanks to which, if I remember rightly, Theseus avoided getting lost in the labyrinth.
То есть мне нужно идти за нитью, да?
Ariadne.
let's see. Theseus, son of Aegeus. He's the one who slayed the Minotaur. Looks like a crack has been made on his torso. It's as long as a finger. I'd say between 6 and 8 centimeters. I seem to recall he took the decision to confront the Minotaur. He killed the beast, but if it weren't for Ariadne's help, he would have been trapped in that labyrinth forever. In short, yet another hero who wasn't the sharpest knife in the drawer. Okay, I'm probably being a bit harsh. I mean, we do owe him the foundations of Athens. In other words, the Republic. Render therefore unto Caesar what is Caesar's. Wrongly positioned. I am the blind hero. I wasn't expecting an inscription like that. I wonder if Mother managed to solve this enigma. Icarus. The son of Daedalus and Nocrate. Impossible to mistake him with those wings. After flying too close to the sun, they came unstuck and he fell to his death. Pity. If I remember rightly, Icarus was the son of Daedalus. He found himself confined to the labyrinth with his father after his father betrayed Minos. And his father's plan to escape from the labyrinth wasn't any more successful. Man, that kid was jinxed. I am the innocent one, sacrificed for the sins of the father. Hey, there's no crack here.
Очень странная деталь.
Well, let's keep going.
Pasiphae, daughter of Perseus and sister of Circe. She married Minos and became the queen of Crete. I seem to recall that her fate was not something you'd want. She was punished for the sins of her husband. She had to mate with the sacred bull of Poseidon. 9 months later, she gave birth to Asterion, better known as the Minotaur. It's crazy to see to what extent women have always been mistreated. When they're not harpies, gorgons, and other witches, they become victims. She has no cracks. Deliverance alone suffices not to wash away my humiliation. Alright, well, let's continue anyways. I wonder what this kiosk is doing in the middle of the garden. Too cramped to be able to do much. Well, there must be something going on there. What is that? Looks like a sort of opening mechanism. Knowing Mortimer, I bet it's booby-trapped. There's a little hole at the fingers. I'm pretty sure if I get it wrong, I'll get pricked. Damn you, Mortimer. Reminds me of traps I studied in Egyptian tombs. It's up to the just to deliver judgment. Truth unlocks all possibilities. It looks like this slab moves. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a passageway underneath it. Ariadne. Try something else.
Я никогда не любила лабиринты. Ну, было время, когда мне было интересно разгадывать лабиринты, которые на бумаге. Но на бумаге легче, чем вот так.
Theseus.
А если воткну меч в Тесея, то что будет?
Looks like a crack has been made on his torso. Theseus. Let's try something else instead. Minos, son of Zeus and Europa. If I remember correctly, he was the king of Crete. Married to Pasiphae, he had many children, including the famous Ariadne, whom history remembers for her thread. Hey, there's a crack in that statue. His gesture sealed his fate. In mythology, King Minos was known as a wise and just king, despite the fact that he deceived Poseidon. As punishment, his country was devastated by the white bull of the sea god, and his wife became passionately in love with it. From their union, Asterion was born, sadly known to us as the Minotaur. The illegitimate child, the child of shame, who had a sorry fate. And to think that Minos ended up as a judge of the underworld. Decidedly, the high and mighty always managed to get away with it. Minos. The crack is in the region of the heart. Minos. Minos. The crack is in the region of the heart. It's a thin crack as long as a finger. A blade could easily enter. It's up to the just to deliver judgment. Truth unlocks all possibilities.
Только справедливые могут судить.
Theseus. Looks like a crack has been made on his torso.
Ну, нить перевела меня к Тесею, и что дальше?
It's up to the just to deliver judgment. Truth unlocks all possibilities.
What's wrong? Either I'm imagining things or my hand was... pricked. It had poison on it. My head. I feel hot.
Ну, ё-моё, я пытался.
Theseus.
Let's try something else instead. Asterion. It is rare to see him like this. In general, he's represented with the head of a bull, with the features of the Minotaur.
The famous son of Minos and Pasiphae.
I am the cursed child.
Asterion was a son of Pasiphae and Minos, or rather the result of a curse put on Minos.
Minos was punished for betraying Poseidon. Of course, as strangely it often happens, it wasn't he who was punished, it was his wife. She had to mate with a bull, no less. From that union, Asterion was born, who everyone knows as the famous Minotaur. Rejected by Minos, he was shut up in the labyrinth so he could never leave. And, as if that wasn't bad enough, he died by the hand of a hero desperate to restore his reputation. Technically, Asterion is the victim of the story because he's described as a child cast out from birth. Born from an extramarital union because of the errors of his father, he was treated as an outcast all his life. And he died as innocently as he was born. A tragic story, as the Greeks knew how to do so well. This statue has a crack in it. Right. We'll soon see. Asterion.
По идее, меч принадлежит Минотавру. Но мне кажется, что смысл в том, что наказан должен быть не Минотавр, а его отец.
Carmelite water. Minos. The crack is in the region of the heart.
А теперь попробуем найти беседку. Вот она. Судя по тревожной музыке, это правильный ответ. Ой, опять. Опять.
Again?
Да. Божечки, кошечки.
You can't be serious, Manuel. You know that's not going to happen.
You must leave me alone now. I have agreed to everything. Even to...
Agreed? I wasn't aware you had a choice.
What's going on here?
What now? What else must I do to win back my freedom?
Obey me. Now get out!
What was that? That's the third time in 3 days.
Настоящий оккультист вытирает кровь собственным рукавом.
Let's see if you're in there, Mother.
думаю, на этом мы должны закончить. Мы слишком много головоломок увидели сегодня.
Amber.
И что-то мне подсказывает, что то, что мы найдем, нас совсем не обрадует. Поэтому на этом мы закончим. Всем пока.